No, it's Jay-Z, isn't it?
Yeah.
I always get them mixed up. Never mind.
You said that bit on air without the first bit of context.
Yeah.
No one's got a clue what we're banging on about.
Of course.
Hello, welcome to YouTube. They've just sent me YouTube. Have just sent me an email. You're live on YouTube. Thanks.
Thanks for the update.
Thanks for the update, guys.
Yeah.
We do appreciate that. Get that out of the camera face.
Guess what, Dan? It's the final one of the month.
It's not.
Yep, it's the final one of your favourite month of the year.
Just means you've got to get me my walking stick, though. That's the only problem.
That's true. But we do need to go out on a high note, don't we?
We do need to go out on a high note.
Yes.
And that does not involve any straws or nostril inhalations. So, Tommy, what does that mean?
That means that we're going out in style for animated Naughty's April, and we're going to go out in style with a classic.
And we don't have style, so this is a big deal.
Yeah, but that's very true. So we are going to see out April with a very good favourite of mine and yours as well. We're going to be talking about Finding Nemo from 2003.
Oh, yes.
Pixar really were knocking it out of the park in the early 2000s, and Finding Nemo is no exception on the studio track record for that time period. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, like, you've got the classics like Toy Story 1, Bugs Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters, Inc. Then it was this. It just, it was just hit after hit after hit, wasn't it?
Which did continue after this, but...
It did. For a film aimed primarily at children, the film does have darker moments which draw the older audience in, such as the intense opening scene, which I'm sure you remember, and the introduction of Bruce the Great White Shark. I appreciate all animated films which are willing to go that extra mile when it comes to handling the kiddish moments and adult moments equally. You know, like going for the emotional gut punch, but also having a few jokes in there just to keep the kids happy.
You know, I remember, right, just to go back to what you said about that opening. When my uncle has this outdoor space under a shelter. So in the summer, what we used to do is we'd put a barbecue out, we'd get a popcorn maker, put it outside. Why not? We'd get the projector out, put some speakers around. It's in the countryside, so we're not bugging anybody. And we just put films on, and this was one of the films that we put on. And he said to me, "Oh, promise me it's not sad. I can't do any sad films." And I said, "Uncle Carl,
excuse me."
Completely forgetting about the opening scene.
The opening scene.
We are 5 minutes in, and
If there's one thing we've
he
learned...
cuddled up to my shoulder, and he's like, "You said it wouldn't be sad." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
If there's one thing we've learned about Pixar movies is that they're going to break your heart in the first 5 minutes. And they, like, Up, Toy Story 3, I'm sure other movies that I can't think of have that quality as well. It's just a standard with them. God, it broke my heart for a whole other reason, let me tell you.
Yeah, well, broke your heart nonetheless.
Yes. Primarily, though, this story is about characters who prove their worth through moments of bravery, cleverness, and physical capabilities. Marlin starts off the film as a fish that is scared of the big wide ocean and really cynical, but by the end of this journey, and going through all that he's gone through, he learns to loosen up and proves that he is braver than he believes. Dory starts off the film as a clueless and forgetful fish who suffers from short-term memory loss. But by the end of the journey, and the fact that she is the one responsible for the reunion at the end, when you really think about it, she proves that she is smarter than she thinks. And then lastly, you've got Nemo. He starts off the film as a child fish with a physical disability via an undeveloped fin, causing people to underestimate him. But by the end of the journey, and through his teachings by the Tank Gang, he proves that he is stronger than he seems.
I just love how this film's got a gang.
Yeah, the Tank Gang are
The
awesome.
Tank Gang.
Shark bait, ooh-ha.
Quality.
Aku-waki, love it. On top of all this great character development, you get a visually stunning film with a gorgeous film score done by the Shawshank Redemption composer extraordinaire Thomas Newman. He's one of my favourite film composers. Love that man. Nemo Egg is one of the most beautiful tracks from a film score that I have ever heard. Really pulls on the heartstrings, and I'm thinking, you know what I'm talking about. It's the one that plays during the opening credits after the intense opening sequence.
Oh, yes.
But it is not all seriousness in this film. There's some great gags are provided by the supporting cast, including Nigel the Pelican, voiced by Jeffrey Rush, and the Tank Gang all round. You know, all of them, they're just brilliant. The 3 vegetarian sharks in their particular sequence provide some brilliant laughs, thanks to Barry Humphries, who we only lost this week. I don't know if you heard.
We did,
Yeah. We only lost him this week, so R.I.P. And Eric Bana and Bruce Spence with their Australian comedy wit. Like, because all three of them are just... I think all three of them have done a bit of comedy in their time, and they're Australian, and they play it up, and it's a great sequence. It's probably one of my favourite comedy sequences in the film.
One of the other great bits as well, when you talk about the Australians, humans think they know everything.
Yeah, probably American.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love all those lines.
Quality.
Yep.
Quality.
So to close, Dan, Finding Nemo is such a sweet and endearing film with themes on proving that you are better than people deem you to be, mainly on aspects of bravery, intelligence, and strength. Also, a quick shout out to the dentist scenes and the many chuckles they bring. Philip Sherman didn't know he was doing any wrong. Justice for P. Sherman. That's what I'm going to end on.
Wow. Yes. Love it.
And I'm ending that down with 4.5 stars out of 5.
What missed that half a mark there?
I think it was a case of comparing it to other Pixar movies. You know, I've made this list. There are other ones that I just prefer over Finding Nemo. So the fact that I would sooner watch them over Finding Nemo proves that there's at least a half star less in comparison to some of the others.
Yeah.
But I think no. I was going to say it's actually the first one on the list that's ranked 4.5, but it isn't. Bug's Life is higher for me. I much prefer Bug's Life. But beyond Bug's Life, all of them are 5 out of 5s. You know, you got the 3 Toy Stories, and The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Those ones, those 4 sit as Pixar's top tier still for me.
I can't argue with that. I'd soon put this above Toy Story 3 myself.
Yes, yeah, I'm sure you would. Yeah.
I just couldn't handle the heartbreak thing. I'm not over that. Same as you're not over the Fast and Furious thing. But again, to me, this is a film I've watched many times. This was the first DVD I ever got I had the reflective sleeve.
Oh yeah, I've still got that.
Yeah,
I still have that.
That and The Incredibles were the 2 that had those.
Yeah, I've still got them.
I've still got them.
Yeah.
And as you know, recently I've now got The Incredibles 1 and 2 box sets.
Yes.
Well, the Blu-rays.
You wait when the third one comes out. What are you going to do then?
You know, I'm having the same with Shrek. I've just bought the box set, and
now they've announced a fifth one.
Now they've announced a 5th one. I'm like, of course they have.
Yeah.
But I had that with I had the original Shrek collection, the 1 and 2. And
Yeah.
Then they released Shrek the 3rd. I'm like, oh.
But do close with one other thing.
Go on.
Who is your favourite character in Finding Nemo? Which one is your favourite character to watch? Who you might find funniest? Who speaks to you on an emotional level the most? Who is it?
I just think, in terms of role model here, I actually quite like Crush.
Yeah.
He's relaxed,
easygoing.
He's easygoing, and absolutely hilarious.
Yep.
Kill the motor, dude. Quality.
150 and still young, right?
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, that and still young are my keywords for Fridays. You know.
Yes.
This is exactly the sort of thing. I remember when this came out. A friend of my mum's at the time, who they're not anymore, had a bootleg of this film, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And we went round there on a play date. Now, I didn't really like this person's kids. We were really small, obviously, 2003.
Yeah.
And this was on the telly, and I thought, I think to play with them, or I just sat and watched it.
Yeah.
And I got really into it. Now, unfortunately for me, when I was sat watching it, it was just on because it was on.
Yeah.
There was no sound. So the first time I watched this, there was no sound.
Wow.
And then it was years later, after I got the DVD, that I then actually got to watch it properly. But the DVD's got some great features on it, man.
Do you know what? I have yet. I've owned the DVD for 20 years now, and I still haven't got round to watching the making of. So I do need to look into that.
There's other things on the disc as well. So you've got
deleted scenes, I'm sure. Extended scenes.
But you've got interactive things. So you've got like little
games,
little games on there.
I remember them doing that.
Little storybooks and things on there.
Is there a Pixar short on there?
There's a Pixar short on there. I think there is. Yeah.
Because obviously, The Incredibles has one.
It does.
Jack Attack, which is amazing.
It sure does. One of the things as well that I noticed with the DVD, and I'm a big fan of DVD menus lately. I'm obsessed with them.
I've noticed.
I'm obsessed with them. One of the things that the DVD made is Marlon and Dory are just talking about Finding Nemo. They're just generally having a chat about the film.
Yeah.
While you're making a selection on the menu.
Yep.
And one of the things Marlon says is, "Oh, why'd you have to watch this movie?" take the disc out.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
Dory as well. Oh, I've always wanted to watch The Little Mermaid. Amazing. You know your film is good.
Yeah.
If you're encouraging people to watch a different film or take the disc out.
Yeah. Because then,
they're not going to.
They know you won't. They know you won't, because when it's films like Shrek 2 or Finding Nemo, you know, as we've covered this month, classics, you just, you know, they're just timeless.
For the first time ever, I think, I have liked and loved every single movie you have bought me this month.
We've done 4, I think, haven't we? We've done, we started with Cars.
We did, yeah. We started with Cars.
And then we did...
Which I like, you don't. But
I don't like it, but you did. I did it for your birthday month. And then, was it Shrek 2?
Shrek 2.
Then Chicken Run.
Chicken Run.
And then Finding Nemo.
And then Finding
Nemo. I mean, I'm sure that's a good quadrilogy for yourself.
Yeah, it's a great film. You have...
I would have done one of the Toy Stories, but like I told you, looking back, none of them came out between 2000 and 2009, which is bizarre.
I'm looking forward to the end of the year when you redo this. And I'm looking forward to see what you do with April.
Well, you've tasked me with not doing the letter thing next time, right? So we're gonna zhuzh it up a bit.
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
So whenever you put my animations in there, because you are, what are you gonna do with them? That is the next thing.
That'll be my next challenge.
Yeah, absolutely. Because so far I'm noticing a pattern with you. Whenever you're doing a classic, it's often a good thing. Mm-hmm. Whenever you're doing something a bit newer, it often doesn't work out.
It falls by the wayside.
Quite like to see you be impressed with something new. And I know they're there.
Yes.
They're far and few between, but they're there. There are some modern ones that you like, one of which I need to see.
But moving on from this, we're going into a new month, of course. We're going into Medieval May, which is my birthday month.
It is. Now, I'm looking forward to see what you do with Medieval.
Yes.
Because, I mean, TV series-wise, I'm a big fan of Merlin.
Yes, yeah.
Obviously, that's a TV series, not a movie.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of movies in this genre, and in my opinion, I don't think it's an easy genre for them to actually get right.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what you tear apart and what you don't.
No, I'm happy to.
You might find some gems. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple of irons in the fire already, but I will be watching some films for the first time even, and reviewing them. Like
just for the sake of reviewing that is dedication.
Well, I did it for Cars. I'll do it for this month as well.
You did it for Cars in her big sulk. Diva sulk. 1 subscriber and there you go. He thinks the world owes him, son. But anyway, that is all what we've got to look forward to. We're just going to run through, because the end of the month, we'll run through the rest of the month here. Get rid of the magnet. So we've got, we've had Joking January, Fighting February, Murder Mystery March, and we've now just had Animated Naughties April. All on our YouTube channel, by the way. You can go down below.
Also, Dan, this is going to be our first consecutive year when we've done a whole year, right? Because
off the radio, yeah.
No, I mean, because like the last year and the year before, there was COVID issues. There was issues with us being ill or whatever.
We had problems with broadcasters.
We missed like a full month. For the last couple of years, we've missed a full month in those years.
Somewhere along the line.
But we haven't so far this year, touch wood.
Yeah. Oh, no, we haven't, have we?
Nope.
Now, what we've got coming up, obviously, Medieval May, we just mentioned.
Yep. Shing.
Justice June.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, the emoji you've used here tells me it's going to be superheroes.
I'm going to put sound effects to them as you announce them as well.
Joyful July. I've got a holiday booked.
We'll work around it.
We'll work around it. You come to the studio and I'll ring in.
Yeah.
Animal Movies August. Now, I'm actually looking forward to this one. There's a title I want you to review on this, and I hope it's on the list. Oh, my God, really? Space September. Yeah, good luck with that one.
Doodle-doo-doo. Do-do-do-do-do-do. X-Files. That's all I could think of.
Okay, right. You could have just done like an alien noise. Hello.
E.T. Phone Home, right?
There you go. Out of Your Wits October. Can't go wrong with October. Negative November. That's what I want.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's what I want. And Dear Santa December.
Ho, ho, ho.
No, that one was too easy, wasn't it?
Merry Christmas.
Just Space September, that's going to be interesting.
It's so weird that I'm a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here is on telly at the minute, because usually that's on telly building up to Christmas.
Weird, isn't it?
it feels weird. It's confusing me, you know.
Pre-recorded though, so
Yeah.
you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually out of all of these left, I'm actually looking forward the most to either Animal Movies August or Space September. They just don't to me they don't feel like your genre, so I'm looking forward to you coming out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. I'm excited to explore and see, what gems or travesties we find during those months.
Space Jam's banned from Space September.
You've got it. You've got it. You've got it.
That film was crap. Anyway, if you would like,
Sorry, I coughed. Nothing.
oh.
Continue.
Cars is better than Space Jam though.
Nah.
I'm arguing. Right, off air. We might start a new YouTube channel just behind the curtain. What, Dan and Tommy's WWE channel. Here on YouTube, you can like, follow, subscribe, abuse him, tell him that Cars is actually a good film, and you can go down over onto Letterboxd, give your opinions, give us a follow, and have a little look and read on what we're up to. Follow me if you would like to hear the good stuff about Disney Pixar's Cars, which is a good film, and if you would like to hear about how bad it is, follow him. That is all we have time for today. Yep. Tommy, have a great rest of your month and a great week.
Yeah, enjoy the bank holiday weekend as well, Dan, and I'm sure everyone else will who's listening or watching. Take care.
See you all when you're older.